guys, welcome back to another episode of the Exceptional Scrum Master podcast. My name is Yinka and I remain your online Agile coach. Now, in today's episode, we're going to continue from where we stopped talking about using AI to optimize your resume search. But in today's episode, we're going to be learning how to use AI, GPT, to actually prepare for an interview. So be on the lookout and ensure that you wait to the very end because there are lots of things for you to learn. And I bet that once you begin to use this way to learn and prep, your job is going to come sooner rather than later. All right, so now let's head back to my screen so that you're able to see some of the questions that I'm asking this tool, and let's look at some of the responses that this tool has for me. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at the question. So my first question is, how should I prepare for an interview based on this job description? So now I took another job description from LinkedIn and I pasted it on this tool. Clearly, if you have been called for an interview, it means that you clearly applied and there's a specific job description for that application. So all you have to do is take that same application and paste it on this AI tool. All right, so this is just the list of the job description. So now let's head over to the response. So it says, preparing for an interview based on this job description requires a combination of technical knowledge, interpersonal skills, and the ability to showcase your experience in alignment with the role's responsibility. Here is a comprehensive guide to help you prepare. 1, understand Agile and Scrum. Now, you can imagine this tool is providing you guidelines for you to prep. And this is exactly the same way I would have coached you to prep for an interview if you actually came to me and gave me this job description. So I know that this AI is on point. So clearly, you need to have a thorough understanding of Agile and Scrum. Ensure you have a solid understanding of Agile principles, Scrum framework, and how they apply to software development. Be ready to discuss how you have implemented Agile practices in your previous role. So now what you have to do, get a pen and paper and start writing what you know about Agile principles. Begin to write your understanding of the Scrum framework. How have you applied the principles and the framework, or how have you implemented those in your previous roles or your current role? Now, the second thing is review your experience. Analyze your previous experience and accomplishments as a Scrum Master. Prepare specific examples of how you have managed teams, how you have facilitated meetings, how you have removed impediments, and contributed to continuous improvement. There is no way that you're going to prep this way or you're going to go to an interview not having a clue. It's not possible, only if you don't do the work, because this is providing you the roadmap for you to prep for this interview. Now, the third thing is, since the job description emphasizes technical aptitude, be prepared to discuss your technical background and how it complements your role as a Scrum Master. Highlight your understanding of software development processes, the tools, and the methodologies. Now, it also says that you should highlight your leadership skills. So demonstrate your leadership skills and ability to empower and motivate your teams. Be ready to discuss situations where you've supported self-organization, resolved conflicts, and facilitated decision-making processes. Now, the fifth point is communication and collaboration. Practice explaining your communication skills and how you've acted as a liaison between technical and non-technical departments. Prepare examples of how you've facilitated communication amongst team members, developers, product managers, and technical support specialists. Also, prepare to discuss your approach to solving technical challenges and overcoming obstacles. Highlight your problem-solving skills and your ability to ensure the team's progress while removing impediments. And also, be ready to explain how you've organized and facilitated Scrum-related meetings, such as daily stand-ups, sprint review, and retrospective. Provide examples of how these meetings contributed to project success. Also, based on the job description, if you have experience with offshore and onshore teams, discuss how you've managed communication, collaboration, and coordination between different locations. There is also the part about team empowerment and self-organization. So prepare stories ahead that demonstrates how you've empowered teams to self-organize, make decisions, and take ownership of their work. Showcase your ability to foster a collaborative and productive team environment. There's another one that talks about the cultural fit and attributes. So you want to highlight your personal attributes mentioned in the description, such as being motivated, self-motivated, being a team player, being collaborative, and having strong problem-solving skills. And definitely, if you want to have examples that will support those attributes. Okay? Now, these are 10 points that this tool has provided for you. This is more than enough. So you cannot have an interview, let's say next week, and you prepare for this interview, though you're not going to go into that interview feeling confident. Now, clearly, you don't know where the questions are going to come from, but based on the job description, which is coming from the organization, we can tell how some of your questions will be. And if you can prep, at least based on this response that you got from this tool, in addition to other things that you know, you are in a much better space and you stand the chances of getting yourself a job. There is no excuse for us anymore. These tools, these resources have been made available for us. Until we use the best out of those tools, we are not going to get the results that we desire. So please, no more excuses. No more excuses. You now have a 24/7 tool that can provide you information, that can provide you the resources that you need to improve yourself and get yourself that dream job. Also, another key part that I like to explain just based on the response that the tool shared is questions to ask. Prepare thoughtful questions to ask your interviewer, because many times at the end of the interviewer is going to say, do you have any question for me? Now, based on the job description, based on what you're looking for, think about 1 or 2 questions that you want to ask that interviewer. This could be about the team structure, the challenges they're currently facing, opportunities for improvement, or how they measure success in Agile implementation. Okay? There is no excuse. Honestly, this is like a cheat sheet that has been provided for you. Throughout your interview, please tailor your responses to the specific responsibilities and attributes outlined in the job description. And don't forget to provide concrete examples that demonstrate your qualification. Okay. And also, it's very important, and this is a great point that AI tool actually gave, conduct mock interviews with a friend or a mentor. Now, this is something that we do in the Agile Circle in our community. So if you're not part of our community, you are missing out, because every other Friday, we always have a hot seat interview where members of the community will get on the hot seat to prep for their forthcoming interview. So if you need a mentor, if you need a community so that you can better prep yourself for your interview, then I suggest that you join the Inner Circle Agile community, because we do that every week. And even if you have an interview that is coming up, we will give you a day, or you can even suggest the day that you would like to have your interview. And guess what? The team will be available to prep you up. We have those questions, and we're going to ensure that you are prepared and ready for that interview. So click the link in the description to sign up and be a part of our community. It's a membership community, and you don't want to miss out on all of the goodies that we have. All right. So going back to the tool says conduct mock interviews with a friend or a mentor. Practice answering questions confidently, because this will help you refine your responses and elevate any interview nerves that you may have. Okay. So honestly, this AI tool is the bomb. I can imagine if I had this in my days of looking for a job, honestly, I will be on fire. But anyways, I'm super excited that you guys have this tool available for you to be able to help you and prep you. And like I said in my previous video, when I introduced this AI tool to you guys, always ensure that even when you ask specific questions, try to tweak, the response so that way you can provide your own uniqueness to that subject. Also, as a bonus point, another question that I asked the AI tool is this: if I'm asked the question, tell me about yourself, how should I answer that question in a Scrum Master interview? Now, let's look at the response that AI gave us. When answering the question, Tim, about yourself, it's important to provide a concise and focused response that highlights your relevant experience, skills, and qualities. Here is a suggested structure for your answer. So clearly you want to introduce yourself. Start with a brief introduction of yourself, introducing your name and a sentence that summarizes your professional background and your current role, right? For example, my name is Yinka and I am a dedicated Scrum Master with a passion for guiding teams to deliver exceptional results. That is amazing. So you can imagine you are in an interview and you're like, hey, tell me about yourself. And you're like, hi, my name is Yinka, and I am a dedicated Scrum Master with over 5 years of experience with a passion for guiding my teams to deliver exceptional results, right? Even that first sentence, everybody's like, ooh, let's hear what she's got to say, right? So you want to definitely prep yourself up. Now, the second point is for you to highlight your relevant experience. So discuss your Scrum Master experience and how it aligns with the job requirements. Mention the number of years you've worked as a Scrum Master and any specific industries or projects that you have been involved in. Highlight the skill of teams you've managed and your expertise in Agile methodologies. So for example, I've been working as a Scrum Master for 5 years, successfully leading cross-functional teams to deliver projects in various industries. I have a strong track record of managing over 5 teams and implementing Agile methodologies such as Scrum and Kanban. Now, the third point is to pay attention to your key skills and qualities. Emphasize the skills and qualities that makes an effective Scrum Master. Highlight your ability to foster collaboration, resolve conflict, facilitate communication, and drive continuous improvements. Okay? Mention your commitment to an agile mindset and creating a positive team environment. So, for example, my strength lies in fostering collaboration amongst team members, resolving conflict, and ensuring effective communication. I am passionate about promoting an agile mindset and creating an environment where teams thrive and continuously improve. Now, imagine, look at those responses. They're like on top. So imagine if you now take that time to study, create your own points, and write it out. Once you review your questions, or rather, once you review your response over and over again, it becomes a part of you, and you're going to go into that interview with so much confidence. There's so many jobs out there. And so please don't be carried away by the noise of saying, hey, the market is saturated. It's only saturated for the people that don't have the right skill set. But for those that are empowered, for those that are exceptional, for those who are continuous learners, there is a job out there for you. So as long as you do your own part, where you prep up yourself, you will eventually get your job. And now the tools are out there for you to use, get that information, prep yourself. So that when you get that interview, you're going to smash it and be ready to break boundaries once you start. Now, let's keep it moving. Another point here is technical aptitude and problem solving. Address your technical aptitude and problem solving skills. So, for example, in addition to my Scrum Master experience, I have a solid technical background that allows me to deeply understand the development process. This understanding helps me anticipate challenges, solve problems, and ensure the team's progress is unhindered. Now, another point that you want to highlight, in your role when you're introducing yourself is your passion for that role. So you want to conclude your point by expressing, how passionate you are about being a Scrum Master, the opportunity to work with the diverse teams, and your dedication to helping organizations excel in agile practices. So for example, you could say this: I'm genuinely excited about the Scrum Master role as it aligns perfectly with my passion for nurturing high-performance teams, embracing agile practices, and driving projects to successful outcomes. Now, one thing I like to tell you is, even though there's so many points that have been provided here, please keep your points concise. Remember, the question is, tell me about yourself. So make sure you write out your points, say it, record yourself, find out how long it took you if you need to. Further make it concise, please go ahead and make it concise, okay? Focus on the aspects of your background that directly relate to the Scrum Master role, because this approach will help the interviewer understand how suitable you are for that position, and it'll help you create a perfect first impression. Like I said, you no longer have any excuse. These tools have been made available for you, and they're even free of charge. All you need to do is know how to ask the right question, and ChatGPT will provide you the perfect response. So I hope that today you are better equipped, you're better empowered, and you know exactly how to prepare for your next Scrum Master interview. Because I am tired of being on this interview panels where people show up and they don't have a clue. You don't have any excuse anymore. Look at the job description for which you're applying for, and based on that, prep for that role. I am wishing you all of the best. And remember, now, my group coaching program is still happening September 6th. So if you're not yet signed up, make sure you sign up. You can imagine if you're getting all of this free goodies from me. Now imagine what happens in my paid program. You don't want to miss out on any of that. So please, if you're interested in becoming an exceptional Scrum Master and you need a coach and a mentor, then here am I. Come find me, come get me, and you can definitely sign up to my group coaching program. It kicks off September 6th, and the link will be in the description below. All right, guys. Thank you once again for spending this time with me. It is always a pleasure. I love you guys all so much, and I cannot wait to catch you in my next episode. Bye for now.